That was generous. These missing people are utter bitch to find. It's not even just that the area is dangerous, it's that they're really well hidden. Seriously? No interest. But yeah, it seems like South is just a car brand rather than anything else. I thought it was like, since we're finding South chests, it was making me think of the Rios chests. And I was thinking that that was the new bandit leader for this area. Getting very close to just looking up a guide. It's a big radius as I thought it would be. Not sure why we can't open this. Again, not sure in the slightest why this is an invisible goddamn wall. Thinking maybe we don't need to go back to that other point, but where the sweet hell do we go now? Fine, let's look it up. Missing people. Okay, there's also apparently strange rocks. Huh. If you collect them all, you get a blueprint. They're all around the place. Ooh. If you do find them and you're meant to lay them down on a sigil, get rid of everything or you'll lose all you have. Like, store away your stuff. Apparently they fixed it, but it might be best if you do that side quest to store everything first, so you don't lose them. Okay, it's a little aliens thing. I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to do it. Okay, I can't actually do this. I have to do the radio boy side quest. Okay. We'll fight a demolisher here, and it will drop a key that we need. Okay, my car is this way. Damn it. I was hoping I could go through. There we can. Another wall. Okay, fucking race course here. Damn race course smothered in Explodo Bastards. Course. The loot cache, but I give little shits about it. Tiny little rabbit pellets. See, collection of spray cans. It's for a job you can get done for the car. It says clear the area, but it doesn't clarify the exact specifications of area. Bastard. Nice. Oh, that's a Pontus lock. Here we go.
Hey, I found a corpse. I think it's one of your people.
Fuck. I really hate to hear that. Okay, thanks.
So I'm more obviously bothered than the other guy is. Come on. Yes. So many exploders here. Don't know what just happened. Ha! That Momo. Was that it?
Please take this. You saved my life.
Ooh. Christ, I'm surprised it's holding up at all. Wait, why are all the military vehicles inoperable? That's my question. Who sabotaged a lot of them? We deli? Sure. go. Oh, this is the place you have to go to. With the rocks. They spawn all over the place. There's like 15 or 16 of them. I think one is at Jasir's place. You know the farm we had to go to? One's there, I think. One's in a quest you have to do for the daughter and a friend. One's there, like the very end of some tunnel. I was gonna go with cavern, tunnel, whatever. You have to put them all down. If you only collect them but don't place them, if you log out, you lose them. But if you place them, then they're saved. And there's a whole list you have to do beyond just finding them, placing them. You have to do other stuff, but you get a blueprint in an item, or the blueprint just makes the item. But yeah, I'm not interested enough. I'm sorry. Apparently, if you look for them at night, it helps because the rocks glow. So it's much more noticeable at night. But obviously, there's difficulties in that. That kind of goes without saying. Well, at least we didn't fry ourselves. Always look on the bright side. Just tons of sugar. Ah. Alright. Alright, if this was... We still have to clear the area? I do not care. I'm not in the mood to wait around here the entire goddamn time. Up! Flashbacks to that one night I spent running around the power plant. Cool. Damn it. Should have healed. Quit? Yes. We'll just use this to get dropped off at his proper safe house. Can boost my interest right now. Maybe I'll call quits for a bit.
What the?
Hey folks, sorry I got paranoid again. I heard him again. I'm just kind of curious. Good, they didn't respawn, the poor son of a bitch. There's something nice in here. Anyway, let's stop faffing about in here and get out of here. Yeah. Got all turned about. Here we go. There we go. Well, let's wibbly wobbly go over this way. Seriously. Of course, of course, of course. Let's head here. There's hopefully somewhere to sleep. No grappling hook. Okay, we're here now. Can I not suicide in the same manner? The fuck? He's took. Fiddly. Children and Son were distinctive armed bands in order to identify other believers in times of need. Helping people with these armed bands will earn you the trust of the children. Yeah, one of the guys that they killed, member before, I noted that he had the same armband. They thought he was a monster, but he was actually getting food for his kid who would become one. Haha! Yeah, suck it! Suck it down!
Welcome, welcome.
really put out to have me here. Don't blame me. Shakespeare. Okay, down this way. Oop. Spawn vehicle. It's upstairs.
Right here. Let's do this. Stop.
Nice.
Where are you going? This ain't over.
And it is now. Yes, loot his crotch. What's up? Seriously? Just move. Sweet Jesus Christ. Okay. Wait. Ah. No quarantine zones in this, sadly. Those were kind of fun. There's the hives, and they're kind of terrifying. Though I suppose quarantines were kind of scary to begin with. Then I was just like, ah. And I was just like, here, watch this. Oh, my beer. another exploder right back there. I'm trying to get better at picking them out from a distance. Ow.
Excuse me, Sarah. I found something for you at the post office.
Are you serious? I mean, thank you, but why did you bring this all the way here?
I just thought it might be important.
Wow. For a moment there, I felt like everything was normal again. Like this nightmare never happened. Thank you. Truly.
Hey, no problem. Take care.
Again, one moment. Hey, folks. Okay. Oh, got a letter for you.
Ilum, that's you? Here. Brought you something from the post office.
Are you kidding? That's great. Wow. For fuck's sake, you brought me my power bill.
Well, don't get mad at me. I don't read other people's mail. I didn't know what it was.
Ah, fuck it. It's not like I'm gonna pay it.
That would be typical. That would be typical. If I took it long enough, I gave up chasing.
Right?
It is. This'll help a lot.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thank you. Don't worry. At least we know what happened to him. And it's no shame to die that way.
Oh. He didn't die that way. I was the one who put him down. After kicking him numerous times and breaking out the machete. Because he was mid-transforming into a horrible monster.
Hey, Jazeer. I got that kid's present. Can you get it to him?
You risked your life to make a child happy. All I can say is, thank you.
Okay, ladder to pull off. But yeah, this guy's a bro. Crane's a bro.
Hey, Polot. I found a letter addressed to you in the post office.
Holy shit, really? Thank you. Wonder what it's about. I hate to ask, but I can't read. My wife always read this stuff for me, but now that she's gone, would you mind?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, let's see. You sure you want me to read this? I mean, it's a personal letter.
Yes, please.
Okay, so... Polot, you damn son of a bitch. Don't you even think about dying out there. If I find out you were killed by a zombie, I'll fucking haunt you in the afterlife. Your ass is mine. Love, Talo.
Oh, damn, I missed that man.
Pardon?
Talo, that's my brother. Haven't seen him for months now. Wonder if he's still alive. Thank you so much for bringing me this.
Alright, let's go talk to Belial. Is that a name from some demon lord? Yeah, it's the Lord of Lies over in Diablo. Could go for an ARPG. Ugh. Wing it. I'm terrible at driving. Watch my red faction. Way through, you know this. At least they do less damage when you're in a car. Somehow. A bright red thing. That's a exploder. They also hold themselves differently, given that they're kind of rupturing in the center. Does it annoy me that he runs himself over more than a little?
Law, that situation in town, they weren't demons. They were screamers.
The screamers?
Very, very, very unlucky infected children.
Oh, that's what you call them in Haran. We've seen them before. People here can't really figure out how they feel about them.
But you know they're not human anymore, right?
Hey, it's a pretty big leap from knowing something to accepting it. Can you imagine somebody like Jazir taking out his knife and killing a kid? Even if it's a zombie.
You do what you gotta do. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna call it quits for here because the game's kind of breaking my head right now. So let's read for a bit. Doctor's Note 1. I'm gonna pause for 1 second and take a quick drink. BRB. Yeah. The virus, as we've all observed right now, spreads rapidly, causing its victims to become mindless husks of their former selves. However, what's interesting in this case is that their visual appearances, while bearing certain unified traits, still closely resembles the carriers. There are conditions which must be met in order for the person to change into an undead of a different kind than the normal viral biter variety. Okay, calling them a zombie is one thing, but straight out undead. Technically, none of these are undead. They're infected humans. They're still alive, but just simply warped and wretched. So undead is a little bit of a jump, really. There's no necromancy involved. The scale mutation, it seems, follows certain patterns and works in a way which makes the unification of its carriers possible. The scale mutation, it seems, follows certain patterns, and works in a way which makes the unification of its carriers possible. Instead of branching into thousands of strains, the virus wants to spread further and further, and in order to keep its strength, it develops, grows, and changes inside the host by changing the host itself. It behaves as though it were preparing itself a fortress, in which it aims to survive as long as possible. The fortress carries the same banners as every other castle, and keep on the horizon. I'm not a biologist, unfortunately, but there are certain patterns I've observed recently, and I think we should pursue this course of action to dig deeper into the problem by observing the way it changes our friends and loved ones, if we want to determine both the cause and solution. Demolishers, as they're often called, are characterized by their strength and speed. It's no wonder when you consider they're mostly made up of military and riot police personnel, people used to taking anabolic drugs and or focused on intense physical training. The virus spreads throughout their bodies in their moments of weakness, yet instead of destroying the parts which were strong, it turned them into its allies. The same phenomenon can be observed in goons, which are characterized mostly by their physical strength, yet didn't need to be as agile as flexible as which are also characterized mostly by their physical strength, it didn't need to be as agile and flexible as riot police and military. It should come as no surprise that the local variety of goons are largely made up of former farm workers. We need to dig deeper into the root cause of existence of the undead known as the Toads, however. It seems they hold a clue to how the virus really works and changes once it finds a host. It's imperative we ask our biologists about this particular breed as soon as possible, because it's the most extreme example of mutation and can't be explained by conventional logic. Survivor Note 2. I started chasing after Cinda. I don't know, maybe 2 years ago? She worked down at the tar station, and I'd go in there when I didn't even need gas. I just wanted the chance to talk to her. Took me about a month to work up the nerve, but when I finally asked her out and we started dating, but she didn't really want to just date me, get it? She wasn't so into the whole exclusivity thing, until I put a ring on her finger. Then she was just fine with it, or so she said. Also long before I started having suspicions, you know what I mean, and started following her, and there she was, talking to some shithead down at the bank. Confronted her about it, and she denied it, but a couple of weeks later I followed her again, and there she was, talking to some other fuck at the car dealership. I just about had it. Started making plans. But then the zombie shit happened. Right after I caught her talking to some asshole at some kind of jewelry shop. Cinda got bit and turned and came after me. You know what? It was a pleasure chopping that bitch's head off. Except when I found the paperwork in her pocket. She'd been saving up to buy us a new car. I've been trying to get me a gold wedding band. Yeah, that was my cheating wife. I'm just putting this all down here so you know why I off myself. Time to go now. Well, that's depressing. From the sounds of it, she may have even outright cheated on him before, which made him paranoid in the first place. Anyway. And given that she's been secretive there, it came off that she was doing it again. I can see why she was secretive about what she was doing, but without that context for him, he had no idea. My dearest Mike, waiting. All I seem to do these days is wait. Wait for an update, wait for news on the outside world, even waiting to get food so I can eat. Worst of all is waiting to hear if you're alive again. If alive out there on the other side. Waiting to hold you in my arms again and embrace you. Waiting to see your beautiful smile. Waiting to tell you again just how much I love you. Waiting to be yours. I'll continue to be patient and to wait as I know my heart will be together again. I can feel it. I know it. I have to believe it. It's the only thing that keeps me going day after day. I carry our wedding picture with me in my right sock, so that you'll always be with me. Do not fear, my love. We'll be together again soon. We'll continue to be strong and to fight for you, for us. I know you're doing out there, as I know you're doing out there for me. I'll wait for you always, because I don't just love you much. I love you the most. Yours always, Farron. Hugs and kisses. Dear Amir, it feels so strange writing you a letter in this day and age, but with barely functioning internet and electricity, I have no choice. It's probably been my only letter for a while since our group is being moved from this financial building downtown to the stadium. The screenings are getting harsher and tougher to pass because everyone, including the officials escorting us, are becoming more and more paranoid. There isn't even a guarantee I'll be let into the stadium, as I will need to pass another screening. What if I get a nosebleed or a slight cough? Will I be thrown out into the street with the monsters? There's more of them every day, and I question the authorities' ability to protect us. Might actually have to fire a gun sometime soon. I might even have to come up with some cool catchphrases. You've a date with death. Don't blow it off this time. I know I'm making jokes, but honestly I'm really scared. I don't know what's going to happen, but please reply back as soon as you can. Send your letter through to GRE like last time. Make sure to put SV Group number 6 on the back of the envelope. Just make sure just hope I'm somewhere safe when I get your letter. Love you and miss you. Take care, Father, and tell him I still have his watch with me. It's the only thing that keeps me grounded in reality day to day until this nightmare is over. Be safe. Kudrat. Dear Santa, this year for the holidays, I'd just really like my mom to be well. She's been in bed for days now and doesn't seem to be getting better. This morning she even bit my daddy. My daddy yelled. Hope you get this soon, Michael. My darling Eric, Iran has gone to hell and is taking everyone here right along with it. Those horrible creatures are hunting and stalking me in this cold, lonely night. I'm alone and trapped with nowhere to go. My options have run out. I write this letter with the little time I've left. I pray that it somehow reaches your hands, down to one last bullet. But I must go out on my own terms. Though being ripped apart or turned into one of those things out there is much worse. I promise to make it quick and painless. It's better this way. Please forgive me. I love you, Ariana. Hey there, Bertie boy. Bet you thought I forgot, didn't you? How does it feel to be 10 years old? You still have your whole life ahead of you. Remember when I was 10? I got in trouble for throwing rocks at cars. Grandma was so mad. Things were boring here without you and your mom with me. I miss both of you so much. After I was separated from my platoon, I was lucky to find a zone not far from home. My body's looking better every day, so once I get this fever down, I'll be on my way home. Give your mom a kiss for me, and I'll be home soon. I love you, Dad. Second Lieutenant Jason Dill. He was bit. Oh. I must have you one of the army guys deployed here. He sent the letter out, but it never got delivered. John. Hey little bro. I'm not sure if you've heard what's happening out here, but things are looking real bad. What was planned to be the perfect honeymoon between Carrie and I turned out to be my biggest nightmare. Those things got her on one of the first days this started happening. And I couldn't do anything. Kept fighting and fighting, but those things kept coming and I was powerless to do anything. So when I gave up and thought I was a goner, a guy pulled me out and brought me here. Really struggling with all this, and even wanted to survive, and even wanting to survive after she was ripped away from me. But I know that you still need your big brother, so I'm going to do everything I can to get to you alive. If somehow I don't make it, I want you to know that I love you, and you've always been my best friend. And tell Mom and Dad I love them as well. You guys are all I have left in this world, so please watch after yourself and them. Love, Brad. Please look after Admiral Kitty Whiskers for me a bit longer. Dear Nancy, I've been in this quarantine for a few weeks now. It already feels like months. Everyone outside has been infected, and everyone inside acts as if they are as well. The screams at night used to keep me awake. Now, when the night is silent, I find I sleep even less. But with no answer from the guards as to when we can leave or what's even happening outside the quarantine zone. To restrict us from radio and television, the means of contact outside is through the mail, and I pray for the poor bastard that's tasked with delivering our letters. He's either very compassionate about helping us reach our loved ones, or he's very foolish. Although it's not my concern. I hope he manages to make the delivery. I miss you and the kids greatly. I found myself dwelling on our memories. Playing catch in the backyard, family holidays, making love to you under the stars. While I try and reflect on the happier moments, it only makes me more depressed. What good are memories if all of them seem to bring you down? Fear not, my love. I'll slip out of here tonight and I'll find my way to you. I'm sure this letter will reach you first, but be certain I'm not too far behind it. I'll see you soon. Oh, my love, Travis. Here, one sec. Yeah, folks, and I'm back. To whoever finds this, at first I thought that fear is the worst thing I can experience. Seeing grey, black, and bloody red memories of once living people when closing your eyes, hearing only screams, the sounds of breaking bones, torn apart clothes, and ravenously devoured flesh. Even though nothing surrounds you but silence, smelling blood and decay regardless of being clean, feeling their filthy, moist, cold breaths on your neck while being hidden in a safe place. The future is covered in a black, moldy coat of an old, ferocious hag named Fate. She stares at you with her empty gaze, laughing like mad. Today I know that fear isn't the worst. It meant that I still had the will to fight, that there was still a ray of hope breaking through the roof of this insane world. Today I know that the worst is feeling that the worst is this lack of hope, lack of this hope. Seeing, hearing, smelling, and feeling absolutely nothing. I'm still alive, but already dead inside, throughout my soul. Soon they will make feast of my body. My mind now is only a faint, dying light. Crane gives others false hopes. I didn't go. There's no point whatsoever. B. He noted Crane. B. Is that meant to be the leader of the other place? Like, he's the only B I can think of. But it could be, there could be a list of them. Dying Light... Brennigan? Brecken. Okay, at the very least with Dying Light, I'm not sure if I can do the with the endings. I think I can do the hidden ending and still do the others. I'm hoping, because they're saying you can continue the journey. So, but I'm not sure what that entirely means. I like to try and do the hidden ending, but I'm going to go for the ending that's seemingly canon. Just in case that I can't show you both, I'm going to go for the, at the very least, the seemingly canon one. So, that'll be an option. But yeah, basically, all they say is what we've seen in the base game. That he's seen in second last mission, and then you can't see him again thereafter. And then his status is up in the air, basically. So B here, I have no idea who that's meant to be. Jack, I don't know if this will ever reach you, so maybe this is just for me. I know what I did was the worst fucking thing I've ever done in my life. That's why you left. Most nights after you left, I spent trying to summon up the courage to just dive off my roof. Every night I wimp out. I suppose that if I could summon the balls to end this, I would have had the balls to fix it in the first place. It's gotten really bad here, between the lack of supplies, the disease, and those goddamn monsters. But it's changed me. All I have to do to die is walk outside and sit. No more bitching, just a quick end. But I don't want to die, I want to live. Might be no matter better than the monsters out there, but I want to live to see you again. I don't deserve your forgiveness, I don't want it. Just want to see that you're okay. I'll leave this in the post office. It will have the best chance of being found by whoever comes to help. Please stay safe, you're all I have left. Leo. Amy. Every time I close my eyes, I see your face. It gets in the way of my sleep, which I think would make you laugh. This trip was about journalism, about highlighting the disparities between the rich and poor, but it's over. Now it's just about living. It would be strange to say this in person. You've probably known before I did that I'm in love with you. Our work together over the past year has changed my life, and I was getting up the courage to make my move when the quarantine went into effect. Typical me, wrong time, wrong place. Shouldn't have come here with me. Can't stop replaying the bite, your green eyes glazing over, the change. I knew should have ended it for you when you asked, but I couldn't. I'm sorry. Hope someone else did you that favor. Can't help think, but I can't help but think that you're still out there somewhere, wandering. Sending this letter to your address back home seems morbid, but it's all I have to keep from going crazy. Your twisted face haunts me. I haven't slept for days. All my love, Frank. Frank, zombies, journalism. Feels like a reference. My dear reader, here's a small word from the quarantine zone. My identity doesn't matter anymore. I wrote a random address on the envelope, so you are now, my friend, a witness of the Iran incident. The people who rule the post office swear the letters we write will reach you outside. Everyone here knows it's a lie. They just want to give us a little bit of hope. Don't believe the army. Don't trust the governments. Don't trust whatever form of authority you might meet. They all lie. We are doomed. Don't come here. Don't try to save us. Seal the place. Fire the nukes before it spreads even more. Please copy this and broadcast it. This letter is nothing but a farewell and a warning. It might become a piece of history that will eventually end printed on a memorial to testify what happened here. If you find this inside Iran, take it with you only if you are absolutely sure to deliver to a safe spot. No moisture, no fire, no infected. Or even better, if you're absolutely sure to deliver to a safe spot, no moisture, no fire, no infected, even better outside. If you're not sure, if you're contaminated, leave it where you found it, please. Farewell, G. Merlin. V. This is the first time in a long while I've woken up without you by my side. Everything happened so fast, and not one person in here knows exactly what's going on. So many people have been taken away and never to come back. I'm not allowed to leave. What is happening? I'm scared. I wish I knew if you're all right. I'm worried that night might be the last night we'll ever see one another again. The fight we had, that was my fault. I might never get to tell you that. So many things I wanted to say, and so many things I still want to say to you. I'm hoping you two are in a safe place writing a letter for me. A letter you or I might never get. It's all that counts, right? If you do get this, please know that I love you. I will always love you, Jay. Do you remember when we Do you remember when we stargazed all night, not getting home until the sun was already up? What about the time when we went camping and totally forgot both of our sleeping bags? We laughed until we were in tears, then drove all the way back home. Even though those were two super small moments in a relationship, they were the moments when I first knew I loved you, Kevin. Those were the moments when I could forget about the world, even for a minute, and just be with you. I know you hate when I get super emotional or sappy, but I can't help it. Even after 3 years, you still give me butterflies whenever I see you. You're the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I need you to know that. The sad part is that I don't know when I'll be able to leave. I know that we left on bad terms because you didn't want me traveling all the way here. I'm sorry. One day, we will see each other again. Evelyn. Thought about it, and you can keep the damn house. Don't have much use for it anymore anyway. As usual, your timing is impeccable. If you'd just waited to serve me papers, maybe I wouldn't have been so distracted. Could have wrapped up my business and been out by now. For all I know, it was by design, taking one last stab to undermine me and what we had. I mean, honestly, was it that bad? Was it so broken that it couldn't be fixed? I didn't want to give up so easily. I still had some hope. Like now, I'm hanging by a thread here, Evie. Don't know if you get this or if you reply whether or not I'll see it. But please do me one last favor. Write me, like we used to. Tell me things we used to tell each other. Help me believe everything will be alright, even if I know otherwise. Let me leave this world with that thought, with those feelings again. Feelings that I, at least, never truly entirely lost. We're good, Evie, once upon a time. Please remember, for both of us. Love, Taylor. Hey, Pippi. Had a teacher call me Lippy before. The phones aren't working here, so I thought it would be a bit old-fashioned and send you a letter for your birthday instead. I'm real sorry that I couldn't make it back in time. Looks like I'm going to be here for a while. Anyway, sweet 16, huh? I remember when you were still in diapers, kiddo. I even changed a few of them, haha. Here's the deal. Like I said, I'm going to be here a while, so since you're practically grown up, I need you to take care of Mom and the others for me. Okay? Help Mom around the house, make sure Em and Zoe don't fight too much. Do that for me, sis. And I promise I'll bring home some pretty epic holiday souvenirs. Okay? Promise me. Because I need you all to be okay. Things are pretty crazy around here. One sec. Ugh. I hope this gets to you. I love you, sis. Tell Mom I love her. Make sure you feed the dog. Don't worry about me, despite all appearances. Apparently I am a badass. Or at least have a decent amount of luck. So far anyway. Love you heaps, sis. From Cat. And that's the end of the ones I found thus far. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, love and peace, baby. Hopefully I'll finish this next time. I'm just kind of burning out on it, but I don't want to just, go back to something else or move on to something new. Just kind of want to finish it and get it done. Plus I'm kind of interested. I want to see the ending.